Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 1,500-point battle between my Dark Angels and Imperial Knight against Harris's Daemons. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Dark Angels were, their assistance was requested by a Knight household to help with the suppression of a chaos cult that was operating on this planet of theirs. So they agreed to come in and started to deploy their units across the planet to help with the suppression. And Azrael decided to get a better first-hand look as to what he was working with the allies for the Knights. So he decided to go out into the field and observe some of the Knights operating on this planet. So in this sector in particular, he was going out to observe a Knight Valiant as it was operating in the city. It was believed that the city was pretty well under control, and there wasn't much of a problem going on. So he went with a pretty small force so that he could just see what was going on and then move on. But while they were here, the cultists managed to succeed in opening up a rift into the warp and outpoured a host of demons coming in here to just swarm the city. So Azrael quickly established a base of command and started working with his Knight allies to try to suppress it before they could get some assistance in here. We are going to be playing the Maelstrom of War Mission from Chapter Approved 2018, Disrupted Signals. So essentially, we will be drawing 4 Maelstrom objective cards per turn. Up to four objective cards up to turn. There's also one additional stratagem that we get access to, and that's Signals Interrupted. We can spend 1 CP when our opponent draws an objective to decide that it cannot be achieved this turn. So for instance, if I drew secure objective 6 and my opponent and Harris was like, I do not want him getting that this turn because that would be a big difference, and I think I can go over there and get him off of there before it becomes his next turn, he can spend 1 CP and I can't achieve that this turn. I would have to wait till the following turn to achieve it. So that is the story, and that is the mission that we're going to be playing here today. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment and a super heavy auxiliary detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have Azrael and a Primaris lieutenant with a power sword and plasma pistol. We have 2 5-man intercessor squads and a 5-man scout squad with bolters and 1 heavy bolter. We have a 9-man Reaver squad with grouse shoots and combat knives. And last but not least, we have a Knight Valiant. And for the Demons, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a spearhead detachment. Leading off the spearhead detachment, we have a flying demon prince with 2 malefic talons. And we have 3 skull cannons. And then for the battalion, we have a Bloodmaster and a Skull Taker. We have 3 units of Bloodletters, 2 10-man squads, and 1 30-man squad. All 3 units have an icon and a musician, and the 30-man squad has the Banner of Blood. We have 2 5-man Fleshhound squads, and last but not least, we have Scarbrand. All right, so those are the armies going over deployment. I've got my scout squad over here. I've got my 2 intercessor squads forming a cordon around Azrael and my lieutenant, and I've got my Knight Valiant over here ready to run in and cause some mayhem. Going over deployment now for, I've got my Reavers in Deep Strike. Going over deployment for the Demons of Khorne here, we've got a 10-man squad of Bloodletters. We've got his Bloodmaster and Skull Taker. I was about to say Blood Taker, but it's Bloodmaster and Skull Taker over here. We've got one of the squads of the Fleshhounds over here. We've got the other squad of Bloodletters. We've got the 3 skull cannons over here. We've got the Demon Prince, and we've got the other 5-man squad of Fleshhounds over here. Everything else is in Deep Strike. So the 30-man Bloodletter squad and Scarbrand. So that is deployment. As of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first unless he can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. No, with the 1, it's not going to happen. So we'll come back to you after movement phase, or with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, the cards that I drew are Scour the Skies. His Demon Prince has fly, so I can get that one. Big Game Hunter. Scarbrand has more than 10 wounds. We're not one step back, which is when this tactical objective is generated, secretly choose either your next turn, your next 2 turns, or your next 3 turns. Score 1 D3 or D3 plus 3 victory points, respectively, if this tactical objective is still active at the end of the turn you choose. This tactical objective is immediately discarded if the battle ends friendly or any friendly Dark Angels units falls back or fails a morale test. That's what I'm going to do. My opponent had his back turned, so that's what I'm going to do. And then we've got no prisoners. Pretty simple down there. So that's the cards drawn. We'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels and Knight here. My Knight moved up his 10 inches over here. Everybody else held their ground, trying to figure out what's going on before we commit to that. So that is going to be movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Shoosting phase. All right, so we're going to start off with this squad here. Is going to fire into his 10-man squad there. Because of the better bolter beta rule, they are going to be firing rapid fire here at 30 inches, which is pretty good. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Azrael. Pretty good. I'll take that. 1 miss. These are now going to be strength 4, toughness 3. So looking for 3s to wound. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the lieutenant. All right, so that is going to be 9 wounds. Pretty good there. These are going to be AP -1. Not that he cares. 5 ups. Making 4 of them. Pretty good there. So that's going to be 5 dead. All right, the heavy bolter from this squad over here is going to fire into that squad as well. 3 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, but nope, no 1s there. So looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound with a fill face. 5 up. No, another dead. All right, the other squad over here, the 3 of them are in range of them as well, so they're going to fire into them. 1 other guy is not in range of them, but he is in range of his other guys around over there. The back guy over here isn't in range of nobody. So here we go. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Azrael. Okay, not meant to be there. Wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s. All right, so that's going to be 3 wounds. AP -1 that he doesn't care about. 5 up. Saves. Making 2 of them. 1 more dead. And then 2 shots into the other squad. Those are 2 hits with fill faces. That is re-rolling 1s because of the lieutenant. That's going to be 2 wounds. Failing both of them. All right, the Valiant is now going to fire his big old flamer into these guys over here, and then the 2 twin Siegebreaker cannons are going to fire into his skull cannon over there. So we're going to do the 3d6 auto hits onto his bloodletters over here. Okay, so we've got 9 hits. All right, so it's strength 7, toughness 3, so wounding on 2s. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AP -2 doesn't make a difference. 5 up saves. Making 3 of them, so 4 more are dead. And then the 2 twin Siegebreaker cannons into his skull cannon over there. Going to be 2d6, 2d3 shots each. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots from that as well. All right, so it's going to be 9 shots into his skull cannon over there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Pretty good, missing 1. These are strength 7, toughness 7, so looking for 4s to wound. Not as great that time. So 3 of them there. AP -1, so 3 up saves because he's in cover over there. Making them all. All right, so that is it for the Dark Angels turn here. Into the morale phase, we have this squad here lost 7, so 7 plus 6 is the squad. He's going to spend a CP to re-roll that into a 2, so that's going to be the squad wiped, right? Because he lost 7. Their leadership is 7.
There's 1 left.
1 left. Oh, killer. All right, and then these guys over here are going to roll, so they're going to have +6. +1, they're good to go. Oh, they gain D6 back. So they're going to gain 3 back. Killer! All right, so I did not get first strike. I also did not get any objectives because the only one that I could have gotten would have been kill something, so no prisoners. But I am going to get rid of Big Game Hunter because I don't think I want to wait and then try to kill his dude bro, his big old dude bro. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after a movement phase for the demons here.
Cards.
Oh, the cards for demons here on turn 1. All right, so my opponent drew Blood and Guts, secure objective 2, which is over here, defend objective 3, which is over here, and assassinate. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the demons here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the demons here on turn 1. These guys, these bloodletters advanced over this way, trying to get over to the objective. The 2 characters advanced up into the building over here. These guys hiding like geniuses. These guys all stood still back over here, and all 3 of these units advanced up this way. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so this skull cannon here is going to start us off by shooting into my scouts. So it's going to be one shot. This is going to be hitting on a 3.
Rerolling 1.
Rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. That is a hit. Strength 8, so 2s to wound. That is a wound.
-2.
-2, so we've got a 6-up save. Show me that filfers. Yeah, with the filfers. Woo! All right, the next skull cannon is going to shoot into my scouts as well. D6 shots. 5 shots this time. Pretty good. These are going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. All right, rerolling that 1. So it's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3 wounds.
Going to give me an extra shot for the Crimson Crown.
That's going to give an extra shot because of the Crimson Crown here. Rerolling that 1 because of the Demon Prince. No hit there. So it's going to be 3 wounds. These are going to be looking for 6-ups because he ignores cover. It's AP -2, ignoring cover, 6-up saves. Showing them Phil facers. Getting 1.
First strike.
And the third one's going to shoot into those scouts. Going to get 1 shot here. 1 second. Going to spend a command point to reroll that. Into 6. You did the opposite, I think, last time with the morale. 6 into 1 or 2. So here we go. 6 shots hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good there. These are wounded on 2s.
Yep, 6 is giving me extra shots.
All right, getting another shot there.
6. So get these out of the way.
That's a hit. And a wound. So that's going to be 5 wounds here. Looking for 6-ups. Show me them Phil facers. Getting 1, but that's not enough. And that is first strike. All right, and that is it for the demon's turn here on turn 1. He did not score any of his objectives, so he is, but he's not going to get rid of any of them, so he's just going to stick with those. I will have 1 more to draw here on Dark Angel's turn 2. All right, so I've got the other 3 that I had, and then I drew advance. So I mean, I'm not going to do it. So
not 1 step back.
That's true. Not 1 step back. So yeah. We could stay still. It doesn't say anything about that. So all right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase. The knight moving up over this way into his enemy positions over there. Everybody else over here stood still, and that is it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. There she blows! I'm going to shoot my harpoon in the shooting phase into his Bloodmaster over here. I'm going to shoot the flamer thing into these guys over here. I'm also going to shoot the Meltas.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, I'm going to shoot the Meltas into these guys as well. Then I'm going to put the Siegebreaker cannons into his Skull Cannon over there. So we're going to start with the Harpoon because it's the coolest one into his Bloodmaster over there.
I can't even argue.
It's pretty cool, right? Giant's Harpoon. This is going to shoot him right in the face. Here we go. Hitting on a 3.
While you're at it.
That is a hit. Wounding on a 2.
14 into 4.
That is a wound. AP -6.
5 up.
So here we go. 5-up invul save. No, and that is like a bajillion D wounds into him.
You want to roll your D3 more?
All right, so now the flamer thing into these dude bros over here. Gonna get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. All right, so these are going to be wounding them on 2s. All right, so that's 2 that don't. So that's going to be 8 wounds into them over here. Looking for 5-up saves because them being demons. Make it a woo, yeah, pretty nice there. Making 5 of them, so taking 3 casualties. And then we got the meltas into them over here. So that's going to be 2 hits. 2s to wound. That's 2 wounds. Failed both of those, 2 more dead. And then the shield breakers, the siege breakers, sorry, into his skull cannon. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. These will be hitting on 3s. Alrighty, pretty good. Strength 7, toughness 7, 4s to wound. Ooh, there we go. That's what I like to see. 5, 3-ups. AP -1, +1 because he's in cover. Making all but 1. So he's going to be D3 wounds, 2 wounds. And then these guys are going to shoot into his dogs over here. So we got 10 shots hitting on 3s. Reroll. No need to reroll. Wow, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Alrighty. That's not bad. I'll take that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at AP -1.
5 ups.
5 up saves because of them demons. Making 2 of them. So 2 are dead. And now the other squad's going to do the same thing. So 10 shots again because of the better bolter beta rule. Rerolling because of Dude Bro. Nope. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of other Dude Bro. Alrighty. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. 6 wounds. That seems to be the number here. Making 1 of them. So 2 more are dead and 1 takes a wound. And then Azrael is going to try to finish him off. He's going to fire both the Mastercrafted Bolter and the Plasma. So we'll do the Mastercrafted Bolter first. Better Bolter Beta rule. So he didn't move. So this is going to be hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound. Not saved. He is dead. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. My Knight Valiant's going to charge into his Skull Taker over here. So no Overwatch from him. He just likes to take skulls, not shoot them. So here we go. We're looking for a 10-inch charge to get in. Oh, almost. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. Ah, still don't make it. Do I get the CP back? Nope. Okay. All right, so that's it. We've got 1 leadership test to take over here. They lost 5 guys, 5 plus 1, and he's going to get back D3 or D6. So another 2 come back. You got to be kidding me.
Now I can be close enough to objective 3.
So now he's there getting objective 3, which is gross and gross. All right, so I got 1 point for no prisoners since I only killed the 2. If I'd killed 1 more, I would have had the points there. And then I've got not 1 step back. I got the 2 turns for that. So here we go, D3. 1 point for that one as well. So that's going to be 2 points total for me there. My opponent still has the 1 point for first strike. So we will come back to you with the card. No, you already know his cards because he's got them. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the demons. All right, movement for the demons here on turn 2. His hounds over here moved over into this building over here. These 3 guys all stood still, as did his little dude bro over here. The Demon Prince advanced up over here, and the Skull Taker moved around the corner up this way, looking at my dude bro. These guys stayed on the objective over here, starting the first. So they had at the end of my turn, they scored. They had the first turn of defend objective 3, and then. So then at the end of his turn, he'll have scored defend objective 3. And then in came Scarbrand and 30-man Bloodletter squad. So the Bloodletters here are conga lining back to objective 2, which he has secure objective 2. So he plans to just have a big old chain of demons lining up there, ready to go into here. The blood chain, exactly. So that is going to be it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off, this Skull Cannon is going to shoot into my intercessors over here. So D6 shots. That is going to be 3 shots. Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds. AP -2, ignoring cover. So they're going to have 4-up invul saves because of Azrael. Making 1, failing 1. So D3 damage. 2 damage. Dead guy. Next one's going to do the exact same thing into these guys. D6 shots, 3 shots. Again, hitting on 3s. Getting 1 hit. And getting a wound. No, D3 damage. 2. And then the last one's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to have 3 shots once again.
I'm okay with that.
Here we go.
Could be 1.
Getting 2 hits.
Better.
Wounded on 2s. Getting 1 wound.
Same.
But I make the save.
Alright.
All right, so now we're going into the assault phase. His big old bomb of 30 men over here are going to charge into my Valiant. So we're going to start with the Flamer because that's way more fun. So 3d6 hits. Getting me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be 10 wounds. 10. 5 up invul saves because of being demons. Making 1, 2. Making 2 of them, so 8 are dead. Then we've got the Siege Raker cannons. So that is going to be 5 shots coming in here, hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. Then we have the Meltas. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. Not a save. And then the Harpoon. Is a hit. So, wounded on a 2.
That could be real bad.
That is a wound.
5 up.
No save. So, that super kills one of them. And then because it did a wound to this unit, it does D3 mortal wounds as well. So additional 2, so 3 more total dead. 2 of them just died out of shock of seeing the other guy explode into a mist of blood. All right, so they've got the Banner of Blood. They get +1 to the charge. So they need because of the musician. They need an 8-inch charge on 3d6. Here we go. And he's in. So this is how he ended up. Pretty funny. Going back from the objective over to here,
Demonic
and then back
logistics.
around over here. Demonic logistics is what he's calling this here. So they go from back over here all the way around across there, so that they're within 6 inches of the Demon Prince to get their buff from that. So now the Skull Taker is going to charge in, and he's going to get 5. He's in.
Can re-roll it because.
All right. So here comes Scarbrand. He's going to charge in too. He needs a 9-inch charge to get in. Does not make it. You're going to spend a CP to re-roll that? All right, here we go. Looking for a 4+. Yeah! Oh, and he's in. All right, so we're going to start with Scarbrand here. He is going to target my guy here. I am going to spend 3 CP to rotate Ion Shields because I spent the 1 CP at the beginning of the game to give him Sanctuary, so I will have a 4-up invul save. So he is going to have 9 attacks coming in here. 8 attacks, sorry. 8 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. And 6s count as 2 hits. All right. So we got 1 extra hit, but no rerolls necessary. These are now strength 16 because he's using the tank breaker something like this.
It's Slaughter and Carnage.
Slaughter and Carnage, Mighty Strike thing. Yeah. So he's going to be wounding on 2s.
All of them.
That's all wounds.
4-up saves.
So we have 9. Oh, 8. Oh, no, 9. That's right, because you got the extra one. So we got 9, 4-up. Invul saves. Can he do it? Come on, 4-ups! Making
most of them.
A lot of them. Wow, failing 2 of them. All right, so these are D6 damage apiece. So here we go. So it's going to be 6 damage onto him. All right, so now Skull Taker is going to attack in over here.
On 2s.
He's going to be hitting on 2s. All right, rerolling 1s because of the Demon Prince.
And for himself.
Oh, and for himself, so that's going to be all hits there. These are going to be strength.
It's going to be 5 plus 6 on the charge. So strength 6, I need 5s to wound you.
Strength 6, so it's going to be 5s to wound.
And because you're a character.
And because I'm a character, he gets to reroll failed wounds against me.
On 6s.
On 6s, it does bonus damage. Okay. So here we go. Looking for 5s. All right. So getting 1 6, 2 6s so far, and rerolling everything else because he's a character. Oh, getting a bunch of hits there. So that's going to be
3 6s and 2 5s.
3 6s and 2 5s. So these are going to be AP -3. So 4-up invul saves. So we'll do the 3 6s first. Making 2 of those. So 1 goes through on that one. What is this one?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. So that's going to be 4 damage there. Yep. And then we've got 2 more that are 4+ saves. Making those ones. All right, so now all the bloodletters that got into attack over here are going to attack in. So they've got, they're going to have how many? 24 attacks they're getting in here. These are going to be hitting on 2s, Rerolling ones. We'll come back to that. And the rerolls. All right, all but one hit. So the reason that he's down below 20 right now because of all the Overwatch that did really well. But he has Locus of Decapitation because of, from Skull Taker, which gives them that extra attack there. So that's why they get that. These are now going to be Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound.
And 6s will generate additional attacks from the Demon Prince.
6s will generate additional attacks from the Demon Prince.
And we'll do 2 damage.
And we'll do 2 damage each. Okay. So here we go. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we had 6 5s and 7 6s, so we got 7 more attacks because of Crimson Crown on the Demon Prince over there. All right, rerolling the 1. All right, not meant to be. These are now going to be, again, wounding on 5s. Not getting anything there, so those were not as successful. However, we now have all of these here. So we've got 7 that are going to do 2 damage apiece. And 6 1 damage. So we'll do the 7 for the 6s first. 4 up invul save. Failing 2 of those. So that's going to be 4 more damage there. And then we've got 6 1 damage. Failing another 2 of those. So that's going to be a total of 6 more damage. All right, so now I get to attack back because I am so because Scarbrand is so angry. He makes me angry too. I get an extra attack, which means I'm going to have 15 attacks because I'm going to be doing my Titanic feat. I'm going to put 3 attacks worth into these guys, so that's going to be 9 attacks, and I'm going to put 2 attacks worth into his Skull Taker, which is going to be 6 attacks. So we'll do the 9 attacks into these guys over here, hitting on 5s because I'm in my second profile now. Okay, getting 4 of those. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That is all wounds. 5 up saves. Making 2 of them, so 2 more dead. All right, so now my attacks are going to go into the Skull Taker over there. 6 attacks, hitting on 5s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. He's toughness 4. There's going to be 2 wounds. 2 5 up invul saves. Makes 1, fails 1, so that's going to be D3 damage. 2 damage. All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn here. We do have morale test to take on these guys. They've lost 15 guys. They have leadership 10, though, because of Scarbrand. So here we go. It's D6 plus 5 plus the 1. They're reinforcing again! D6. 4 more come back. Gross. All right, so my opponent scored Secure Objective 2 and Defend Objective 3. All right, so the cards that I drew here, I still have Scour the Skies. I then got Secure Objective 1, which is back over here. Then I got Defend Objective 6, which is over here. And then I got Domination, which is control all 6 objectives. Not great, but we'll see what happens. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels. All right, so at the beginning of the turn, I spent 1 CP to have him operate at full profile. So I spent it, but I got the CP back because of Azrael's Warlord trait. So I'm at 3 CP right now. Here's where it becomes big. In order for him to fall back from Scarbrand, I have to roll 3d6, and that result has to be less than his leadership, which is 9. So I have to roll 3d6 and get less than 9, which if I was trying to charge would be a guaranteed. But because I want it to be less than 9, I'm going to be rolling like triple 6s. Yeah, exactly. 2 6s. Yeah, 2 6s and an 8 somehow. So I have to roll 3d6 and get less than that. If I have a chance to try to fall back with the other 2 dice and I can reroll 1 of them, I'm going to have to spend that 1 CP to reroll, which would not allow me to rotate Ion Shields in case I get into combat again with all of these killer guys over here. So, here we go. 3d6, looking for less than 9. Can he do it? No fill faces! No, please!
All fill faces!
I freaking told you all that this was what was going to happen.
I'm sorry, but man.
No woos. No woos. That's my woo. And this is not a woo moment.
It's like the nega woo.
There's like the nega woo. Wow. Okay. Wow. That is so something special. All right, movement phase. These guys all moved over this way. My Reavers dropped in over here, looking on them, and he had to stay there because he's angry. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so we're going to start over here with this 3-man squad shooting into these guys. They are within half range, so they get the rapid fire just because of the normal rapid fire rules. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling for Azrael, but no need. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s, but no 1s there. So that's going to be 3 wounds. 5 ups. No. And then the other 5 are going to fire into them on 3s. Rerolling because of Azrael. Good thing.
Yeah, they're good.
All right, that's all hits now. Into 4s. Rerolling 1s. All right, so that's going to be another 3 wounds over here. 5 up saves.
Not that it mattered because I rolled a 1, but Scarbrand is lead 9, not lead 10.
Oh, he's leadership 9. Okay.
Yep. Like I said, I rolled a 1. Didn't
Yeah, it's
matter.
all good.
But anyway.
Fails another. No, there was only 3.
Yeah, I
So
made 1.
okay.
Yeah, so.
All right, he rolled 3, had 3 fails and 1 success. So we rolled 50-50 on that success, whether that was the one that was out or not. And we got he failed it, so he took the 3 wounds. Azrael's going to fire into these guys. He's going to fire both profiles. So we'll do the bolter first. That is a hit. That is not a wound. And then we've got the plasma. Rerolling because of himself. That is a hit. That is a wound. That is a save, though. All right, that's it for shooting into the assault phase. This 3-man squad is going to charge into his dogs. I need an 11-inch charge to get in. Oh, not in. And now my Reavers are going to charge into his bloodletters. Need a 9-inch charge to get in over here. No. I was debating whether or not to re-roll this with a CP, but they're not going to because I need the 3 CP I have left to rotate his ion shields one more time to try to save his butt. So that is going to be it. So we'll come back to you with the fight phase. All right, so into the fight phase. He is really angry at Scarbrand, so he's just going to try to stomp him. So he's operated top profile because I spent that CP at the beginning of the turn. Machine Spirit Resurgent. I am going to now attack into Scarbrand. These are going to be 15 attacks because he gets an extra attack because of Scarbrand, and each attack counts as 3 attacks. So because it's Scarbrand, 15 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s because it's top profile. Showing in 4s. Oh. Yep, got 6 hits on those 4 ups. Pretty good here. Wounding on 3, strength 8, toughness 7. Okay.
3 5-ups.
3 5-up saves. He makes 1, so 2d3 damage.
Okay.
He takes 2. That's right, he takes 2. All right, so now Scarbrand is going to attack into my knight. I'm going to spend the 3 CP to rotate ion shields because I don't want him to die. Here we go. His attacks. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. All right, that is all hits. Plus
7 attacks.
2 attacks each for those 6s, so that's going to be 10 hits. These are now going to, because he didn't charge, that's why he only had the 7 attacks. These are going to be wounding on 3s now because he didn't charge. Strength 14 instead of strength 16. Alrighty, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds there.
4-ups.
5 4-up invul saves. Oh! Oh!
Okay.
Alright, I've got no more CP to reroll it, so it's going to be 4d6 damage. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, yeah, he is dead. Does he explode? Let's find out. I think I rolled. Hold on a second. All right, so it's 2d6. If either of these are a 6, he's blowing up. You gave me all the 6s on my leadership test. Let's see if you can do it this time, too. Come on, show me them filth facers. Yeah, I got 1, so he does explode. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so it's 2d6 inches that he gets to explode now. 3 inches. Oh, man. All right, so we get the Bloodletters, Scarbrand, and Skulltaker. So we'll do that. So we'll do d6 wounds onto Scarbrand. 5 wounds onto Scarbrand. Onto the Skulltaker. 5 wounds onto the Skulltaker. He's dead. And then d6 wounds onto the Bloodletters. 6 wounds onto the Bloodletters. All right. You know, after doing 2 wounds in close combat, at least he did, what was that, 16 wounds by blowing up with exploding. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, so that's the end of the turn. This squad here lost 6, so 6 plus 4 is going to be 10. They lose 1 because Scarbrand makes them leadership 9. And that is going to be it for that. I did not score any of my objectives, and I got rid of domination. But my opponent scored assassinate because he killed my dude bro, my big old dude bro there, and he got blood and guts for killing him in the fight phase. So pretty good for my opponent. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Khorne demons here on turn 3. Okay. All right, my opponent drew Defend Objective 2, Supremacy, Kingslayer, and Overwhelming Firepower. So we will come back to you after movement phase on turn 3 for the demons. All right, movement phase for the demons here. These dogs stayed on the objective over here. This guy advanced up over this way. The 3 skull cannons stayed still. The bloodletters moved up to jump onto this objective over here. The demon, they advanced to jump up over here. The demon prince moved up over this way. Scarbrand moved up around this way, taking a look on my poor Reavers over here. These guys stayed over here on this objective, and that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, Scarbrand is now going to use Bellow of Endless Fury onto these guys, which is basically a heavy flamer. So it's going to be 2 hits.
3s.
That is 1 wound.
Oh, wait.
No, that was 1 wound.
Yeah,
You're good. You got the 2 is the hits.
Yeah.
It's all good. So that is looking for AP -1, so 4 up save. He's good with a filth phase. Woo! All right, so now one of his skull cannons is going to fire into my squad of 3 guys over here. Going to get 1 shot.
1 chance to blow.
That is going to be a hit. That is a wound.
4 up for Azrael.
4 up invul save. Nope. And 1 wound. The next one's going to do the exact same thing. That is going to be 4 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Getting all hits. Wounding on 2s.
Doses.
Getting one wound.
Okay.
4 up save. Nope. And the third one. D6 shots with 1 shot here. Wounded on a 2. He's going to spend his last command point on re-rolling that. Oh, back into a 1. Who are you, me?
That
is not going to hit either. Oh, man. All right, so now into the assault phase. Scarbrand's going to charge into my Reavers. 6 guys are in range with their pistols, hitting on 6s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. AP -1. 4 up save. Nope. No, goes through, so he takes 1 wound. All right, so now he needs a 5-inch charge to get in over here. Oh, he re-rolls because of himself. Oh, no. He's getting different dice. He doesn't trust those ones. Oh, and he's in. All right, so now Scarbrand is in his second bracket, and he is going to attack into my guys here. So he's got 7 base attacks now because of increasing his attacks in the makes him even angrier. So it's going to be
what you get for bracketing me.
Yeah, so he gets 7 base attacks plus 1 for the charge, plus 1 because of Scarbrand being Scarbrand and being angry. So here we go. These are now going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s and 2s.
Because I'm doing Mighty Strike.
Because he's doing the Mighty Strike here. So re-rolling those 1s and 2s.
And those are 2 bonus hits.
All right, so it's all hits plus 2 bonus hits here.
Hits
so it's going to be 11 hits on 9 attacks. You heard that right.
And
these are wounded on 2s. They're just straight up killing on 2s. That is 11
damage apiece.
11 d6 damage apiece. So we got to do it 1 at a time. These are AP -4. -4, yeah. So the first one, d6. Dead guy. 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 That's it. That's all we needed. All right, so my opponent, that's the end of the turn there. My opponent scored Supremacy because he holds that objective, holds this objective, he holds that objective, he also holds this objective. So he holds 4 of the corners, 4 of the objectives there. So he got that, rolled a D3, rolled a 1. He also started on Defend Objective 2 over here. So that is going to be it for the Demon's turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, so I still have Defend Objective 6, Scour the Sky, Secure Objective 1, and I got Defend Objective 1. So that is going to be the cards drawn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase. Azrael and this dude bro moved up over this way. Everybody else stood still. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start off with my 5-man squad firing into his Demon Prince over here, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Azrael.
Very good.
I'll take that. Here we go. Wounding on 5. Strength 4. Toughness more than that. Alrighty. Rerolling 1s. Alright. So we've got T6. So we've got 4 AP -1.
4 3-ups.
So 4 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them. Azrael's going to fire supercharged plasma into him. 2 shots hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits, wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1 wound, AP -3, so it's going to be a 5-up invul save. No, takes 2 damage. We've got, he actually has a feel no pain, so we're going to see if he can get these back. Oblivious to pain. Gets back 1 of them. And now my my lieutenant's going to supercharge his plasma pistol. That is a hit. That is not a wound, but rerolling 1s because of himself. That 2's not going to do it. And then these 2 guys are going to shoot into these guys. Rerolling because of Azrael. That is going to be no wounds. There was 1-1 there. Gets rerolled because of the lieutenant. No wounds. All right, Azrael is now going to charge in the charge phase into his Demon Prince, looking for a 9-inch charge. Nope. And then the lieutenant's going to try. He needs a 10-inch charge. Oh, I don't even know which one. It didn't make a difference because it was not going to make it. 5 or 3, we're not going to make it with a 4. And that is the end of the turn. My opponent gets defend objective 2. I don't get anything there. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the demons here on turn 4. Opponent got secure objective 3 and no prisoner. Still has overwhelming firepower and Kingslayer. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase for the demons here. These guys all stayed still back there, the skull cannons. These doggos moved up over this way, as did his lone bloodthirster over here. These bloodletter, not bloodthirsters. I mean, that's a bloodthirster. That's a bloodletter. These bloodletters moved up over this way, and Scarbrand advanced up over this way, and those guys stayed back there on objective 3, which is what he's looking to get there. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Firepower. All right, the skull cannons are going to start firing into a 2-man squad over here. So we'll start with the first one. It's going to be 1 shot, getting no hits. Number 2 is going to have 2 shots.
That's as many as 2 1s.
Getting no hits. And the third one.
What the family?
Getting 2 shots. Here we go. Getting 1 hit. There we go.
So much problem with firepower.
And what is that?
And a 1.
And 1 wound. It's no wound, so okay. Fair enough. All right, now the bloodletter is going to charge into Azrael in the shooting, in the assault phase here. So Azrael's going to use both profiles. We'll do the bolter first. No hits there. Rerolling because of himself. No hits there. Plasma. Getting 1 hit. Rerolling because of himself. 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. No wound, but rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Into a wound. 5 up. Oh, he makes it! And then his charge distance. Yeah, he's in. Demon Prince is going to charge into Azrael. Yeah, he's in. Fleshhounds are going to charge into my lieutenant. Firing my pistol. No hit, but rerolling. No hit. Air charge distance is not in. And then the bloodletters are going to charge into my 5-man intercessor squad over here. Overwatching. Getting 2 hits and rerolling because of Azrael. Getting no more hits there, so it's going to be 2. Looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. 5 ups. 1 is dead. 1 is not dead. All right, and then their charge distance. We'll come back to that. They need an 8-inch charge to get in. No, they're not in. Rerolling because of Scarbrand. No, not in. All right, so now my lieutenant heroically intervened into combat over here with the Demon Prince. Now his Demon Prince is going to attack into Azrael, so he's going to have 9 attacks here, hitting on 2s.
Rerolling 1s for himself.
Rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, rerolling those 2 1s. Okay. All hits. These are going to be strength 8, so wounding on 2s. All right, so that's going to be 9 wounds there.
9.
These are going to be AP
saves.
minus 2, so we're going to be 4 up saves. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the damage on these?
2.
2 damage apiece. Oh, man. Even if I spent the 1 reroll from his Warlord trait, didn't make a difference. He is dead, and that is Slay the Warlord. All right, so now my lieutenant is going to attack because he charged into Azrael and therefore cannot attack into my lieutenant. My lieutenant is going to attack back into the Demon Prince here. He's going to have 5 attacks hitting on 2s because he's got the, I've got the,
Vindicate Azrael.
the Heavenfall Blade here. So it's 4 hits. Strength plus 2, so strength 6, toughness 6. So looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s. which none of those are.
3 for King
All right, my
Slayer.
opponent got 3 points for Kingslayer there. He also gets
Secure 3 and no
secure
prisoners.
3 and no prisoners. So getting him basically like 1,000,000 points. And that's where we're gonna call this game because it was there's just nothing that can. I have 2 points right now. I've got the 2 points that I got for mine. My opponent has what is it?
15,
My opponent has
16 points.
16 points. Then he'll also get Linebreaker, 17 points.
that's
16. Okay, 16 points includes Linebreaker there.
I'm gonna stop at 16
yeah,
because that's my number
pretty good.
twice.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna hold. He's gonna hold that. That's the number of Khorne twice.
Yeah.
He's happy with that. And a victory for the Khorne demons here. Pretty brutal. When I rolled the 666s for leadership there, because we spent a good 5 minutes just talking about the scenario, talking about the fact that I needed the CP to try to rotate my ion shields to keep him alive in case I failed, and all of these different scenarios. And I was like, but you know what? I need to try to get out. So if I can get out, I'm gonna re-roll that to try to get him out. And then 666s come up, and it's like, well, not much you can do about that. And then Scarbrand was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make up for everything that I did there and just wail into him horribly. So awesome time. Had a great time playing with these models. And he had a couple of his new models there, the Skull Taker and the Bloodmaster, both of those being new models. And then my new Knight, which was fun to get out on the table there. Thanks to my brother for the Christmas gift. Glad I finally got that thing painted up. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Harrison. Until next time, have fun.